In this video, I'll share how to finally start exercising and go into the gym regularly, especially if you're doing it alone and you don't have an accountability partner or a gym buddy. If you decided to go to the gym but you've never done it before, watch this video until the end. You will find the tips how to start doing it. Maybe you already tried going to the gym, you already tried strength training, but you're not consistent, and you want to become regular. This video is also for you. Recently, I had to start from scratch. I moved to a new city in a new country and my gym routine fell apart. So in this video, I will share the tips that help me to rebuild my gym routine and become more consistent. Okay, first things first, you need to find a gym, and the best move here is to find a gym next to your place of work or next to your home. Or if you cannot find a gym next to your home or your place of work, choose any other regular activity that you usually do, places where you usually hang out during the week, and try to find a gym somewhere in that area. Why is it important? Because you want to integrate gym into your daily routine, into your weekly routine. You don't want to add any extra effort to what you already have, because if you have to commute to the other side of town just to go to the gym, it will not be sustainable. You will probably give up halfway or you will not go there regularly. So find a gym next to your real life where you really spend your time. Tip number 2 is based on my personal experience. It's very important to sign up for a free trial before you commit to a long-term membership. So if you are choosing between several options, please go to each gym, and it's very important that you go not just with a salesperson on a 10 minutes tour. You actually need to sign up for a real free trial and go there during your normal workout hours. So if you work out after work, go after work. If you work out during the weekends, go during the weekend. Why is it important? Because you need to see how crowded the gym gets during those hours that you are planning to come regularly. Also, you want to see if you have access to all the equipment you need and whether you need to wait in line to get access to this equipment. Also, you want to feel the vibe, do you like exercising there? Do you like spending time in this gym? Can you imagine yourself going back to this gym 2-3 times per week? This is the main decision factor that you need to keep in mind when you're gonna decide on your gym. So when I was choosing a gym in my neighborhood, initially I thought I would sign up for a cheaper gym because it was also quite a good gym. It's also part of the famous network, and I thought, why would I pay more if I can pay less for the same kind of quality? But once I got into this gym, and not for the tour, but actually I went there for my workout. I spent around 1 hour there, and all I wanted to do is to finish my workout as soon as possible and to get out and never come back. I cannot say that this gym was so bad. No, it was okay gym, but I realized that this gym will not work for me because I need something to return to on a regular basis, and I realized that with this kind of motivation I will not come back to this gym. So what I did, I went back to the other gym that I didn't consider seriously at the beginning. I just wanted to try it out because it's a fancy one. But I signed up for another trial, and I actually went there during my regular workout hours, which is in the morning, and I had a completely new perception of this gym, and I understood that this is where I need to take membership because it really makes me happy to be in this beautiful space. I like the design, I like the equipment, I like that in the morning hours there were not that many people. Overall, I like the vibe, and I saw myself coming there on a regular basis several times per week. So the main question when you decide to sign up for a specific gym, will you see yourself coming here 2-3 times per week with joy and happiness? Would you be happy to spend 1 hour of your day in this space? So if you're like me, if you like design, quality equipment, if you like extra amenities, I think it's worth paying for something that motivates you to come back and that makes you really happy because you just like being there, you know what I mean? Tip number 3, put your gym sessions into your schedule and stick to it. So if you decided that you would go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, fix those days in your schedule and show up regularly. It's very important to be consistent, especially in the beginning when you're building your routine. And please, please, please do not cancel your gym sessions without any special reason. If you need to cancel, it really should be something very important, like a family gathering, a work project, I do cancel my gym sessions during certain days of my cycle, and I don't feel guilty about it. And I would also encourage you to do the same if you don't feel like exercising or you feel like doing something less heavy. But other than that, it's very important that you stick to your gym routine and you make gym priority on those days if you decide that these are your gym days. Tip number 4 helped me a lot when I just started my gym journey. Consider hiring a personal trainer. If you've never done strength training before, I highly recommend you to hire a personal trainer at least for the first 10-15 sessions. Because if you've never done it before, you will be totally lost in the gym. You will not know what to do. You will not know how those machines work. What should be the sequence of your exercises? Are you doing full body, upper body, lower body? And all of us have different goals. So your PT will help you to build your gym routine according to your goals, your age, your weight. So I think it's very important to hire a professional at the beginning who can guide you through this process, especially if you've never done it before. If you don't want to continue with PT after 10-15 sessions for various reasons, it's totally fine. But it's good to have someone at the beginning to help you with that. Also, there is a bonus effect. When you have a PT, you get an accountability partner because there is someone waiting for you to show up. So you're less likely to cancel your session if you don't feel like going. Finally, it's actually so much fun. If you vibe well with your PT, you can become really good friends, and it's actually so much fun to spend time 1 hour together with someone you like and you enjoy talking. There is always a bonus effect if your PT is a fun person. So consider hiring a personal trainer because it will really help you at the beginning of your gym journey. Tip number 5 for those who decide to skip tip number 4. So if you don't have a PT, it's very important that you have a workout plan before you step into the gym. Why is it important? Because you don't want to wander around and think which machine I should use next, what I'm supposed to do here. You don't want to waste your time going around and trying to figure out how to use this or that equipment. You need to have a very clear plan. Right now, there are many apps that can help you with that. They're very good actually. They explain to you how to do this or that exercise, exactly different types of machines. I'm using Fitel. This is not a paid promotion. I'm just sharing what I'm using. I don't know all of them. My PT recommended me to use this one because I'm not working with PT anymore directly. This app really helps me a lot to have my whole workout plan and not to waste my time in the gym stranding around and trying to figure out what to do next. Because your whole gym workout should not take more than 1 hour together with the warm-up and stretching. Sometimes it can be, slightly more than 1 hour, but not more than that. Because you don't want to live in a gym. You want to come to the gym, do what you need to do, and leave and continue living your wonderful life outside of it. So make sure that you have a workout plan so you don't waste your time. Okay, finally, tip number 6, build an addictive routine, reward yourself. It's very important to have something you will look forward to when you're going to the gym, during your workout, or after it. For me, it's listening to audiobooks and podcasts, and gym time is the only time when I can listen to it. So I'm really excited to go to the gym because I will listen to the book that I just downloaded or to the podcast that I just found. So it's something that gives me extra motivation to go to the gym and makes me feel like, yeah, let's do it today. Another type of reward that you may include depends whether your gym has extra amenities or not. If your gym has something like swimming pool, jacuzzi, steam room, ice room, salt room, you can include this into your gym routine, but make sure to do it after your normal workout. And this can be something you can look forward to. Another one I just discovered, and it works well for me, is treating myself to a healthy meal after the workout. So if your gym is next to a restaurant or a cafe, you can do the same. But please, please, please do not eat croissant or cake or fast food after your gym workout. Do not tell yourself that now you deserve to eat unhealthy food. We don't want to do that. If you decide to go with this tip, it's very important that you treat yourself with a healthy meal and you help your body to restore and build more muscle mass and do whatever it has to do after the workout. If this video was helpful, please click the like button and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you want me to cover next.